Hey guys, welcome back to Modeling Manhood. I got a little quote that I'd like to share with you today. This is something that I've had for a few years now, but it says, "You are born an original, don't die a copy." And there's so much truth to that. We spend too much time worrying about what other people think about us, or who we are, or what we look like, or what we smell like, or what we drive, or what our hair looks like, or what we have for shoes or boots. And a lot of those things don't worry or really matter. And honestly, when God looks at us, all he cares about is what's in here, what's our heart. And our verse here at Modeling Manhood is 1 Samuel 16:7. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And when I see this quote, we have it on our fridge. It says, "You were born original." We were all born special in God's image. And he doesn't want us trying to follow the trends or the influencers or this popular person or that popular person or this superstar athlete or anything like that. He wants us to be us. And if you're trying to look like somebody else or talk like somebody else, it's funny. Sometimes I'll catch my kids like talking like one of their cousins and just using like silly little words. And it's like, are you still my kid, or are you trying to be somebody else? And as adults, we can do that too. It's kind of funny. There's been a few times doing construction work where I've worked with certain people and I've noticed myself like kind of saying or talking or doing some of the things that they're doing. And who we hang around has a big influence on who we are as a person. So I would just caution you to make sure that you're hanging around the right people, and also being a good influence for other people too. But don't be copying them. There's so many good characters in this Bible that went astray or started on the wrong road, and then God had to get a hold of them. But there's one person in this book that we should be looking to copy, and that's Jesus Christ. He came so that we might have life and life everlasting. He came to seek and save that which was lost. And I was lost, and maybe you're still lost, or maybe you've already been found. But are you trying to act like Jesus more and more each day? Don't worry about what the world says is cool or okay or good to go or gonna put money in the bank or whatever. Worry about what's in your heart. And I just want to read to you guys a simple verse to kind of drive that home. So if you guys have your Bible, turn to Hebrews 9, verse 27. "And it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this is judgment." And there has only been two people that haven't died on the face of this earth. We've talked about Lazarus already and how he was resurrected by Christ when he was on this earth, but he still died. But there was a man named Enoch and a man named Elijah that were taken up and caught up with God. And the Bible talks about two witnesses during the final tribulation that are going to come after the rapture and just preach. And I strongly believe that these two men are still going to end up dying. They're going to be protected. They're going to be the witnesses. But every one of us that walks the face of this earth is going to have to face death someday. And I just want to read that verse again and see if you caught the second part of that. "It is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment." And the judgment the Bible's talking about is that white throne judgment, where God's going to look at our heart to see if we've committed to a life of being ourselves, trying to be somebody else, or if we've taken him into our hearts and tried to be a little more Christ-like. That's what Christian means, Christ-like. And we're going to be judged to see whether or not Christ is found in our hearts someday. And if you haven't accepted him or accepted his free gift of salvation, don't wait, don't delay. Make that decision today. When I see this quote, "You were born an original," God knows who we are. He knows everything about us, even the things that we're still trying to figure out and wonder why we say yes to this or no to that, or are reluctant in different areas of our lives when things happen. But he knows all our ins and outs, our funny little quirks. He knows all our hurts and injuries and the number of hairs on our head, even if they're depleting. He knows everything about us. And he wants us to be us. He doesn't want us to be anybody other than who he created. If anything, he wants us to be more like his son, Jesus. And that's my encouragement for you guys today. Someday when you're standing in judgment, like this verse talks about, what is he going to find in your heart? Don't worry about what the world thinks of you. Worry about what God thinks of you. And live like that today, tomorrow, this month, and for the time that you got until we are called home, because it says we're appointed to die. And I know death is scary, but you know what? If we have Jesus in our hearts, we're going to spend eternity in heaven, and that's something to get excited about. So I would encourage you just to look over that verse here in Hebrews 9:27 and think about it. Are you a copycat? Or are you an original? Thank you guys for joining us today. I will see you again shortly. If you have not subscribed, I would just encourage you to do that. I'd love to get this word out to as many people as possible. Share if it's been meaningful to you. I'm not going to be hurt if you guys don't share it, but I would encourage you, if you're getting some value out of it, just to share it with other people. God knows your heart, and he wants a little bit more space. He wants to fill you up and send you out so that we can bring in the flock, bring in the harvest for him. So thank you guys for joining us. And remember to always mirror your maker and journey with Jesus. Pick that Bible up, get into his word, and get him into your heart so that you can share it with others. Love you guys. See you soon.